They threw it from where the flag was at. So we scooted up a little bit. We were like on the 50 or 60. Our coach had called it was our draw. I rolled out to the right, and then I would just stick the ball in Isaiah's his gut. But I grabbed my brother and I was like, Isaiah, I'm keeping it. I roll out, and then I showed the fake, and I probably should have gave it to him because they didn't even bite on it. But I just rolled out, and I broke a few tackles and took it back and scored. And so that was a big play in high school that I remember. I was more clutch in football, and then in basketball, I was definitely handing him the ball. I didn't even want it. He could take it. But football, I wanted it. I wanted that pressure, and I scored on it, so that definitely helped. If I wouldn't have scored, he probably would have gave it to me. It's funny, that's been such a long time ago, but I'm trying to think exactly what it was. Myself and my twin brother, we played football, we played basketball, we played all the sports really. The recruiting process was it was honestly slow for us. You get that being at a smaller school. And then Kennesaw had reached out to both of us, Coach G, Coach Glanton. He's from Rome, Georgia, so I'm 25 minutes north of Rome. There wasn't an official offer up until 2 days before signing day. The one thing I remember about Coach G was he was so authentic and so real with me. I think his Instagram handle is Coach Keep It Real. So I think just the authenticity and just the realness that Coach G had when he did offer me the partial scholarship, I just felt that relationship with him and knew Kennesaw was the right place.
Touchdown, Isaac Foster. Foster takes the snap, he's looking to throw, drops straight back, got running room over here on the right side, got good blocking, he's broken.
It wasn't too much of a change because I ran the ball most of the time at quarterback. You talk to anybody and most people played quarterback in high school. Although I was a running quarterback, I was primarily a quarterback. My brother was the running back, so he did all the special teams, returning and stuff. So that was where I really lacked, was special teams, and then when it come to running routes or even blocking. Blocking was the main one for us. Coach Buchanan, he was at the time, he was the kick return coach, I believe. He would grab guys, hey, catch punts before practice or catch kickoffs before practice, and I remember when he asked me to, and I was just so nervous about catching punts just because I had never done it. And you just got to be fearless, being a punt returner. But I stuck with it. I was out there every day, and eventually began to love it, and I got good at it, decent at it. Man, we had some big names on our defense, that I was going against every day at practice. Your Bryson Armstrongs, the safeties, all the DBs we had, the D-line, preparing at practice with those caliber players really helped me to do that. And then by the time I got to those games, there wasn't as much pressure. Up until that point, I never suffered a major injury. So the first one was definitely tough. 2019, on a punt return, I just landed awkwardly and broke my fibula. So they go in, put a plate, I think 7 or 8 screws.
Yeah, we've got an official timeout due to injury on the field.
Fall camp in 21, I took a nasty hit directly on it. And at Hampton was when I suffered the rest of the injury. A defender went to tackle Xavier Shepard, our quarterback, but while I was blocking, he dove straight into my ankle. I tore the ligaments on the inside and outside of my ankle. In those x-rays, usually with that type of injury, usually sends so much stress up your fibula that it causes a break. So we had to take more x-rays, and they saw where that stress fracture was. It had completely broke. This time it was more, not just the break, it was ligaments torn in the ankle. Tightrope surgery, they fixed that, and they removed the hardware, which in turn helped out a lot. That mentality of being a smaller guy was just always get back up again. You know, never quit mentality that, you know, my dad instilled in all of my siblings. And then just being a smaller guy with athletes, just, I think that set me up, you know, to come back good. From what I remember, we were slow. We started off so slow that game, and we called it was like our stretch option play. Like it's like we want to circle the defense with this play. DD, our quarterback Daniel David, he sucked the defender in. He just pitched it out to me, and Caleb had his guy just running him to the sideline. So C-Dog, that was my guy. He was blocking the edge for me. So I get up on him, and then by that time there's a defender coming from the backside.
Foster on the toss, refusing to go down on the
go to stiff arm him, and he grabs me, and somehow I slipped out of that one, but I got like spun up, and I didn't even know it until we watched it in film. And I want to say it was Will Nanafabu, our center. Like, you can see I'm stumbling over, and he just grabs the back of my jersey and like kind of holds me up. I didn't even feel it. I just thought, okay, I got lucky and kept my balance.
Foster on the toss, muscling his way through a 75-yard touchdown run.
DD's unselfishness to pitch me the ball. Caleb's down the field blocking for me. Our O-line are chasing, helping me up, and then escorting me into the end zone. So that touchdown was a big one that I always remember. You don't see a 5'8", 170 running back in the NFL, but you do see those type of receivers, so slot receivers specifically. So, I had a conversation with Coach Bo, and it just turned out that we were actually switching the offense to have that position open, so it just worked out perfect. I didn't think about it that much in high school, but that was always the type of player I was. I was just always effort, like max effort at all times. From the recruiting process, I felt like, I was very under-recruited. And then, there were guys over me. Coach G he was real with me. He let me know that, hey, we got these guys over you, but we'd still love to offer you a partial scholarship. Everybody's so supportive of me. But in that sense, there was the underdog mentality. That's where they come in. And so I just feel like I have something to prove just for everybody, but most importantly to myself. So I think effort is one thing that I'll just take with me, and just no matter what I'm doing, just give it full effort. And then if I give my full effort to something, whether I, succeeded at it or I fail at it, I can live with the result.
Try Isaac Foster, who has way more than the first down. It's Isaac Foster, right-hand side, got a block. Foster around the corner, touchdown. 20 yards, in for the score. Owls up big early.
Isaac Foster under center, hands the ball off to his brother Isaiah.
That's tough. I love the word effort, but I'd probably say resilient. I think for me it was just I've always been a smaller guy. I've always been about effort and just I guess kind of been the underdog, you know what I mean? I missed so much. Even though I've been here a while, I missed so much with missing the 2019 season and then missing the 2021 season. So, it's like I just love ball, and I got a taste of a little success, you know, my first year playing in 2018. So I got a taste of that, and just my love and drive for the game was just still there. I hadn't got to use it all with the injuries coming early in 19 and then 21. So it just felt like I had a lot more left in the tank, and just had to, you know, I didn't have all the time that everybody else did to play. That's what really built this desire in me to prove people wrong.